Mackay and Songbim gone. How are you fixed for forwards for this week?
Yeah, good. It's going to be another opportunity for some guys. So we're excited about that. Every player here, they want to play on the weekend. That's why they're here. That's why they train hard every day. So that opportunity will be given to another player, and I'm excited for them to take it.
Is McSorley the candidate?
McSorley is going to be a candidate for it. Don't want to give too much away right now on it, but yeah, I'm happy with Brendan. Happy with his growth. Happy with where he's at now, and he's in our training environment. So I'm really pleased for him.
With the concern about the goals scored, what do you do to focus on the defensive improvements the team needs to have?
Yeah, I think for us, I've spoke about the word balance quite a lot. That's massively important. We know we can create goals. We know we can score. We know we can create a lot of chances. But we have to also be mindful that we're conceding goals. So right now, one of the objectives is to try and break bad habits that some of the guys might have had throughout the season. And not just break bad habits, but develop new habits as well. So that's something that just takes time. You can't make a fix in a couple of weeks. So I will give the guys credit. They are applying themselves every day against the ball. I had a meeting today actually with Cello here on some defending stuff, and these guys understand the moments. It's important that we don't concede goals. But we just keep going every single week. We have to create more chances, and then we have to limit the opponent.
Justin.
Coach, kind of just continuing on this, obviously earlier this season before you stepped in, there was a problem with scoring goals. Now you have unlocked it. Is it just that maybe things loosened up a little bit too much and now it's tightening things back up to shore things up on the defensive side?
I think so. Again, one of my first and main objectives when I stepped in was to give the fans entertainment, to make them come to this stadium or watch us on television when we play away and be excited. One of my first messages that I gave was, every time we finish playing on the weekend, if the fans can tell me that they're excited to switch on the television again next week, I think that's a great entertainment factor. And we've had a lot of games that are 3-2s, 3-1s. Unfortunately, we fell on the wrong side of the scoreline a few times. But with saying that, we show that we can score goals. We show that we can create chances. We just have to make sure that on the defending side, we continue to try and build good habits and build better habits for the group. And that's something that we're spending a lot of time on, a lot of focus on, a lot of energy on. So even last week, there was moments were we weren't vulnerable too much defensively. We had a couple of individual actions that let us down in key moments. But overall, we were pretty good. Defending-wise against a very tough Vancouver. I know I keep bringing it up, but we are talking about defending. We conceded 0 in the run of play, and we had those calls that we all know were the wrong calls. So there is growth there. Even though you've looked at the last 2 games and we've said, 6 goals conceded. Not a lot of times we're getting broke down and cut through. It's mostly just, shoring up some of the individual actions that we need to improve on, for sure. And then the week before was just a couple of bad calls that didn't go our way.
And thinking back to when you visited Dallas, with that growth that's happened in the interim, is there a lot that you can still take from that game and apply it to this weekend? Yeah,
we've showed the guys a lot of clips on Dallas, not just against other teams where they find space, but where we did in the game and where we can head them. I think we'll have a lot of opportunities to attack this weekend. I think we'll have a lot of opportunities to score goals. So I'm excited to see how it happens at home.
Tom.
By the way, when you guys wrote the letter of protest or whatever, is it about the Vancouver game? Do you hear back on that? And
we did hear back. Yes, we heard back. There was a mistake made from them. So as much as that helps us in some way to know that it was just a mistake out of our control, we don't get any point for that game. They're not going to give us an extra point in the league standings. So it was nice for them to admit to that mistake, and we just move on. It happens.
Is that from the league or from pro?
From the league.
From the league itself?
Yes, yeah.
Joey Zielinski not out there? Anything going on with him?
Yeah, we're going to send, Joey's going to go on loan. So we're really excited for him. It was a quick turnaround, but it'll be great for his career. So he's going to go on loan now and spend the rest of the season with Indy 11 in the USL. So it's fantastic for him. We spoke in the film room today. He's a great young pro that shows up every day, trains extremely hard for the team. He's the true definition of a team player. and now he's going to be given his opportunities to step on the field and play more. So we celebrated that today as a team.
So just through the end of this season?
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to, as you look at how this team is, there's some guys at this point, the playing time is going to be minimal or hard to find.
Sure.
At this point, I think Joey probably falls into that category.
Yeah.
Anybody else in the works for loans of any sort?
Not right now. When we have something to share, we would definitely share it. But right now, all we can do is focus on the next 6 games in trying to put out a competitive lineup, but build something special. And that's something that we are behind the scenes working on constantly. I always tell people, you only see this team in 90 minutes on a weekend. Or the world only sees this team for 90 minutes on a weekend. But what is going on behind the scenes right now, how they apply themselves, how they show up every single day, knowing where they are in the standings, but still giving 110% every training session. That's a lot of admiration I have for this group. So we're going to finish this season strong. I have no doubt. Everybody is fully bought in to finishing this season strong, regardless if you think there's something or nothing to play for. There's a lot to play for, and that's the year 2026. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, when you have about something to play for, I mean, how much are you looking, kind of the team looking over its shoulder and knowing that there's not much behind you there, that the Galaxy are like 2 points back,
Sure.
that, last place is not far away?
Yeah, it's some pressure. It's a different type of pressure. We don't want to finish in last place. I think it's the wooden spoon is the reference that is given to that team. We don't want that. These guys, will be able to feel that pressure of not feeling last. We brought it up last week in the game. We spoke about that. So it's good though. It's what makes professionals is dealing with pressure, being able to handle themselves when the pressure's high. So it's a different type of pressure right now, but there's still pressure on them. There's more pressure for us though on not finishing last. There's more pressure on us to put out a style that we know will give us a lot of success in 2026. That's the main objective for us right now, is showing up every single game and working towards something much bigger than the immediate game. It's what this club wants to do moving forward.
Awesome. We'll go to David, then finish with Justin.
Kind of along the lines of what Tom's asking, and I'm going to preface this with you never want to lose, obviously, but with the adversity the club has faced this season on several fronts, how do you think going through that experience, since obviously you've had to go through it, can make the club better in 2026 and beyond?
It's a good question. It's a time to reflect, I think, first and foremost, and that's what we did. We reflected on whether that was Coach Olaf leaving, whether that was Lutz leaving. But when you go through adversity and resilience, you always come out stronger, as long as your mindset is in the right place. So this group have gone through a new coach, a current coach, a current sporting director, now a new coach. And again, I go back to what I said that these guys do on Monday to Friday is they show up every day with a growth mindset. They show up every day with an attitude and a determination to be better as a team. And that is massive credit to this group. I think a lot of the times we see on the weekend that we're just quite short of a result. There is a lot to fix in an organisation before you get to the final result on the weekend. It's work ethic, it's culture, it's all of these details. And we are taking massive steps in the right direction. And I think pretty soon here you're going to start to see results fall favourably for us.
Justin?
Coach, there are also a couple players that maybe haven't seen the field in game action, like Thomas Totland over the past couple of games. Is there anything that you are specifically looking for out of those players, or is it strictly just looking for the right balance of like players in the moment and combinations between certain players?
It's definitely the latter part of that. Thomas has had a great week in training this week. I'm actually really excited if an opportunity is given to him on the weekend because he's trained very, very, very hard and very well. So when players go through adversity and go through moments of either not playing well, not scoring goals, not starting in games, it doesn't happen for 1 or 2 weeks. It usually happens 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. And you have to truly go through it. Thomas has gone through it. I know that. I know he hasn't played as many games as he would like. We've had these conversations. But now he's in a good mindset. He's trained really well this week. If an opportunity is given to this weekend, I think he'll take it, and that'll be good for him.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Matt Deep.
I mean, defending, we defend as a team, we attack as a team, and defending start with our strikers, and then we go back to the goalkeeper. Like when we attack, we start with Roman, with the goalkeeper, to try to go to our strikers. And we have, of course, we have to defend better. We have to minimize our mistakes with the ball. They are more than just the regular defending. I mean, we get prepared before the game very well, and then it's our individual performance in the defending moments what we have to do better.
Is that surprising, considering the level of talent and experience on this team?
I mean, the season is so long. We are in the situation where we are. I mean, it's sometimes you can't control it. Everybody try his best on the field to defend, of course, to attack, and we are in a situation where maybe like the 50-50 duels not coming to our side, that we don't win this 50-50 duels, but we have to go over the point, that we have to work harder, especially then in the defensive way, that the 50-50 moments come to our side, and then we have to go from that.
When you look back to how last season ended and the success you guys had last year, how, I don't know, surprising is it to find yourself, the team to find itself in the position it's in right now, where it is 29th out of 30 teams in the league?
Yeah, of course it is. It was very surprised. I think for everybody, for the whole team, for the whole club, we was hoping, was expecting much more before the season. But we are where we are now, and we have to get out of it as a team, the whole club. We have to find a solution to improve better, to play, to end this season much better, to get more points, to help as well Critch as our coach. Every win, every point helped him to hopefully stay for the next season. And but to your question, of course, we was expecting more for this season.
Justin.
Marcel, on the attacking side of the ball, it does seem like there has been maybe more freedom for you over the past couple of games. Like, have you been given more of a free roaming role just to feel more confident in how you're playing in the attack?
I mean, Critch give me always this freedom. If I see space, if I have idea, he said, like, do what is coming in your head. Of course, stay to the structure if we need it, and I try to, if I can help the team to come a bit deeper, to get more control with the ball, I try to do that. If I have the feeling, okay, I have to stay higher, that the team have more space, that Edu, Alfie, Quiz can create much more by himself, I will do that. But yeah, Quiz give me this freedom to move in spaces, and of course I appreciate that, because it gives me a lot of confidence and make my game much more easy, instead of when he said, like, you stay there and you wait, the ball is coming to you.
You mentioned Edu, and it seems like there have been a few plays over the past couple of weeks where he's made a good play, he's found you in the attack, who then you make a good play. Do you two have just like an inherent understanding of where he's going to have the ball, where you're going to be to get you the ball?
Yeah, of course, we have a very good understanding with each other. We know both our strengths in the game, and it helps a lot. Yeah, of course.
We'll finish with Tom.
You're not the first person who has said, and we need to do better to help Critch keep the job. What is it? Let me stand in front of him so you don't have to look at him when you answer. But why is this team so I don't know, eager to have Critch keep the job?
Chris said it also in his time before now, that he said the team is working under the week, and the whole world just see the weekend 90 minutes. And I can say it as well to him. Nobody is seeing what he's doing in the locker room. I work very close to him. We try to have once a week our conversation to each other. And he put so much effort in this club, in this team, to make everybody in this team better. And I believe 100% I stay behind Coach and Baggio and the whole staff. I stand behind them because I see how much effort they put every week in the games under the week to make everybody better, to get us the best preparation for the weekend. And these are one point that nobody sees, because just the weekend are important for the most parts of the world, but they are doing much more than just for the weekend, and they try to make everybody better.
Marcel, thank you.
Thank you.